And we're live. My name is Grace Gravestock. Welcome to the Know Yourself Revolution. I'm so excited that you're here. Last week, we started and ended on the same day. We had a one-day live event on Tuesday, your Incarnation Cross and the 2027 Prophecy. What does it mean for you and your family? We talked to 10 experts and we got some amazing insights and information about what's changing. We talked about the celestial weather forecast and how the background frequencies are changing. They're going from some codes, some energy patterns that we've been seeing for about 410 years. They're shifting and they're moving to some new energy patterns that characterize the next 410-year package time frame. And so we are moving into that. And according to Human Design Prophecy, it is going to happen in 2027. But if you are familiar with energy and how it works, it's not a big bang. It's more like the way I think of it is if you look at the Earth and you see, like, imagine that you're looking at the Earth from space and you imagine a spider web around the Earth. Think about those four energy patterns that have been characterizing the last 410 years. What were they about? They were about sameness. They were about stability. They were about infrastructure. We had a lot of great infrastructure created to help people feel safe and to support the family unit. And there was a lot of consistency, and we were all encouraged. We all felt the pressure for sameness. And some of us liked it and some of us didn't, but it could have looked like get a job, get an education, work until you're 60 or 65, and then do what you actually want to do after that. Once you set aside a nest egg and once you have 2.4 kids and a white picket fence and a dog, there are patterns that we have accepted as societal norms. And this has all been part of the background frequency, the background energy that has been part of our, for all of us, how we grew up. And it's been in place for more than 400 years. And we're in the process of shifting all that to 4 new patterns. Those patterns happen to be the ones that I carry. We all have patterns that we carry. They make up 70% of what we're here to be and do. In traditional human design, they're called your Incarnation Cross. And in our What's My Purpose program, we call them your grand purpose codes. You can find out what yours are if you're curious about your life purpose and what you're here to be and do. You can get your free life purpose summary at whatsmychart.com. But I'm really here to talk today about the energy patterns and how they're shifting, specifically as it relates to the eclipse. So if you are aware of the eclipse and you know what's going on right now, put me in the chat because not everyone knows, and some people do, and some people know more than others. So I am not claiming to be an expert in this, but I've been following it for a while. Some of you may know Shannon Gill. She is an astrologer local to the Austin area, and she has been on our podcast a couple times before. She's talked about the eclipse and the season that we're in right now. In fact, she is co-hosting, or we're supporting each other in this amazing event this coming weekend, which is all about celebrating the eclipse with like-minded people. You could get more information at kyr.life/eclipse. It's going to be outside of Austin. It's a 4-day camping event. And there's going to be a lot of other like-minded people who are into things like astrology and human design and human evolution and spiritual development. So if you're interested in a place to go with like-minded people that are all about the high frequency and maximizing the potential of themselves and each other and helping to lift humanity towards a positive outcome and create a positive tipping point for our best and highest intentions, then consider joining us at this eclipse event. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's 4 days of camping. I am one of the speakers, and I'll be talking about what happens when the sleeping phoenix awakens. And that is the Human Design Prophecy about 2027. So what I wanted to come on live today and say is this. It's really important right now for you to be conscious and intentional about your thoughts, your words, and your actions. Why do I say that? Because in this time with the eclipse energy, whether you believe it or not, I didn't used to believe this, anything about the eclipse. I thought it was a bunch of hooey, to be honest with you. Don't tell Shannon. She was the first person that told me about it. And she said, Grace, be aware that some really strange things can happen during eclipse seasons. And, I really didn't believe her. But shortly after she said that, my whole world flipped on a dime. The people that I was living with, all of a sudden, our whole household broke up. My friend sold her property. She broke up with her partner. We were all living together. I didn't have a place to stay. I didn't know where to go. Boom, it just all happened in the blink of an eye. And I was not expecting it. Last year during the eclipse season, Shannon and Russell have talked about how they lost a part of their family, a pet who died during that time. I know Shannon has talked about family members that have passed during the eclipse season. In the ancient times, this was a window, and we're in it, by the way. It started with the full moon. Oh, when was it? The full moon last week, and it's going to end with the eclipse on next Monday, April 8th. So we're in this eclipse window when all kinds of crazy things can happen. In the past, people have always been afraid of eclipses because they didn't understand what was happening, and it felt like maybe they were being punished. But when you understand that it's a time for quantum shifts, there are a lot of people that are talking about how we're getting upgrades through some solar flares. I don't know what all is really going on. I do know this. I've been feeling really fatigued, and I know a lot of other people that have too. And there are some crazy things happen. There's a lot of crazy things being predicted for, over the next week or so. So we will see what actually happens. I encourage you to be conscious and intentional about your thoughts, your words, and your actions. Why? Because you're a powerful creator being, whether you admit it or not, whether you intentionally create or you unintentionally create, the fact is you are a powerful creator being. And with your words, with your intention, you have a big impact on the world, on the people around you, on the things that happen to you. I'm not saying that it's your fault, whatever's happening. What I'm saying is that you have a very strong influence in the world, in your own world, and creating your own world and your own experience. And so at this time when these energies are so potent and so powerful, it is really crucial that you're intentional about being positive, about focusing on what you want, not what you don't want. I'll be honest, this morning I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I wasn't, I went to bed thinking about something negative. And when I woke up, I felt it was still there. and as I heard myself talk, I thought, gosh, you sound really grumpy. And I really had to take matters into my own hands and do my gratitude journal right away when I got up. This was even after I meditated. I still felt that way. And it was doing the gratitude journal practice that I teach. I'm going to put that in the chat real quick in case this is new to you. You can get it at activateyourlifepurpose.com for free. It's an 8-minute video that explains how to do a gratitude practice, but it really did help me shift my energy into being something more positive. And I was able to see how amazingly blessed I am and how many wonderful things I have to be thankful for. And it helped me to shift my energy and shift my intention from focusing on the negative and what could happen or what I didn't want to happen, and instead to focus on what I'm choosing to happen. And I'm choosing to happen because that's what I'm putting my energy into. That's where I'm focusing my energy and my time. And so I encourage you to do the same. Be conscious and intentional about where you put your energy at this time, because it matters and it will make a difference. And so what I've been told is that what we focus on during this time is exponentially expanded. And so in the same way, while this is true all the time of you having the power to influence your reality in significant ways, it certainly is amplified during these times during the eclipse season. So be conscious and intentional about your own frequency and about what you're focused on and what you want to create. I always say focus on what you want, not what you don't, but it's not about being in a frequency of want, because if you want something, you don't have it, you're not a frequency match for it. You want to focus on what you are and who you are being at any given time, because that's how you can be a frequency match to what you want. So get that practice at activateyourlifepurpose.com if you haven't already. And if you want to learn more about the energy patterns and what's shifting and what's staying the same, we did an amazing, I say amazing, that's the feedback that we've had, really good feedback. We had more than 300 people sign up for our live event. Last week, it was on Tuesday. It was 10 hours straight. And it was exciting. It was really fun. I got to be on air and interviewing 10 amazing speakers. They all had a lot to say. And if you want to watch those interviews, there's some really powerful information in there. Today, I'm going to focus on the ones that are related to the energy that we're talking about. So the energy, the energetic patterns and how they're shifting. So I gave a talk on that, and that was called, it was about the frequencies and what the frequencies are that we're in right now, that we're at the tail end of, and what we're shifting to. It's the background frequency. It's part of the prophecy for 2027, according to Human Design founder Ra Uru Hu. So that's a big part of it. There's 2 other interviews that were specifically relevant to this shift that I'm referring to in the prophecy. We interviewed Peter Roth. He's the one that gave me my first human design reading that totally changed my life. He's an intuitive teacher. He's an amazing man and such a high frequency guy. This crystal in the background is an Andorra crystal, and it's thanks to him. It's a very high frequency crystal, and he is the one that actually discovered it. So he didn't get credit for it. He called the person who told her about it, who had it on her property. Anyway, there's a lot more story to that. It's really fascinating. He shared some amazing insights. It was a very deep conversation and very, what's the word? It was very powerful. It was very telling. He specifically talked about my incarnation cross, which is the cross of Sleeping Phoenix. And so that was really insightful, specifically for me, but not just for me personally, for everybody, because he talked about the energy of these 4 energy patterns that are going to make up the background frequency for the next 400 years. So if you want to get that interview, you can get that one and all the other ones when you upgrade to VIP. You'll get all the recordings. We had some amazing events, including a VIP masterclass late last week on how to apply your incarnation cross codes. We call them grand purpose codes, how to apply them to your life. So be sure to check that out. If you haven't already upgraded to VIP, it's an amazing value, and it's there's some really powerful information in there. And I'll talk about some of the other interviews tomorrow. The other one that I wanted to highlight today was the one with Michael Brown, and he is a BG5 teacher. So that BG5 is the human design, it is the human design application for business people. And so he teaches business people. He's been doing this for 20 years. I'm really fascinated by BG5. In fact, our What's My Purpose program, excuse me, or I want that to show up. What's My Purpose program is about helping you to know what you're here to be and do. And it's based on your unique human design. And so that is informed by my self-study of human design. I've studied a lot of quantum human design, traditional human design, and BG5, which is the professional application for it for corporate. And with my corporate background in organizational change management for more than 20 years for companies and countries, it seems like a good fit. So I may get certified in that, and my partner Owen is getting certified in that. So anyway, it will definitely inform future products. But our thing with the What's My Purpose program is helping you understand what you're uniquely here to be and do without jargon. And so you don't have to become an expert in human design. You don't have to learn the jargon. You don't have to drink the Kool-Aid. You just get the reports that are specific to you in very plain language. And that's really what my unique angle is on human design, is really helping you as it relates to what you're here to be and do for work. So we do have a product on the website that you can, we have a couple products you can look at, but check out whatsmychart.com if you haven't been there yet. If you haven't got your free life purpose summary, you will find that it has the 4 most important things that you need to know about your human design. Why did I put that? Because after teaching it for the last 6 years, I found that people were really overwhelmed and they didn't know where to focus their energy when they, they like the idea of human design, but it's complicated. With 7 ancient languages all rolled into one system, it can be a lot. It can be overwhelming. And, you probably have a job. You have a day job. You probably have a night job. You probably have a side gig. You probably have kids to take care of, grandkids to take care of. You have other things to do in your life besides being an expert in human design. And so I have taken out the guesswork and the struggle with that to make it very simple in plain language so that you can know what you're exactly here to be and do as it relates to your energetic wiring. So if you haven't got your chart, check it out at whatsmychart.com. And let's see, one more thing. What I was going to say is this weekend, I'll be speaking at this Eclipse event with Shannon Gill and so many other amazing speakers. It's in the Austin area. If you're interested, if you're in the Austin area, this is perfect for you because you can be with high vibration people. It's not going to be a huge event, so it's intimate. There's some amazing people coming to speak besides me, and it's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be great opportunity for community. There's vendors, there's tables, there's camping, there's yoga every day. There's some really amazing things planned. So check out the kyr.life/eclipse if you want all the details and get a ticket. You can come for the day or you can come for the weekend. It's totally up to you. You can camp or you can glamp, or you can stay in an Airbnb nearby if you're not into camping. There are a lot of options for everybody, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you're not sure what to do during the eclipse, that is going to be a way to watch the eclipse in the path of totality, it's called, which is the exact location where you can see the eclipse perfectly. And it's going to be amazing. We viewed the last eclipse together with Shannon and Russell and an event, a special private event that they had on their property. And it was very interesting, very fun, and very, what's the word? We learned a lot and we had a lot of fun, and there's a lot of dancing involved. You don't have to, there's dancing, you don't have to dance. There's food, you don't have to eat. But anyway, it's a lot of fun. And so if this resonates with you and you want to have high vibration people to hang out with during the eclipse event, check it out, kyr.life/eclipse. And if you're intrigued by the things that I'm sharing, I meant to say about Michael Brown. He's been teaching BG5 for 20 years, and he also, like me, carries the same energy codes, which is Cross of Sleeping Phoenix. So he spoke in the event, and you can listen to the talk when you upgrade. It's just a nominal fee to get all the recordings. But at kyr.life/VIP, you can hear what he has to say specifically about the prophecy and about what's changing and why it matters to you. Because the fact is, whether you like it or not, whether you look into it or not, it will affect you. It will affect everyone. It's already affecting everyone. So if you're wondering what is going on and why the world is so crazy right now, it can all be explained, at least a lot of it, by these background frequencies that are changing. So find out more about what they are today and what they're changing to, and what the big 2027 shift is all about when you upgrade to VIP, or if you want to come to the event, the eclipse event this weekend. I'm going to be talking about it. I'm going to be talking about what happens when the sleeping phoenix wakes up. Yeah, what happens when the sleeping phoenix awakens? So put me in the chat if you, I see comments. Let's see. Yes, woohoo. Someone says, oh my gosh, I've been so tired. I've had some amazing insights and releases happening. That's awesome. Thank you so much for that. Power of the one mind. Yes, and energetic wiring. I like that. So that's amazing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of this shift, whether you like it or not, whether you want to be or not. We're all part of this shift. I believe that we chose to come here at this time on purpose to be part of this amazing shift of energy. And I don't believe that we have anything to be fearful of. There will be some things that are coming rapid cycles of constant change. So for most of the people I've worked with professionally over the course of my career, I know people don't usually like change, but I do share 3 secrets to making change fun and easy. So put secrets in the chat if you would like me to follow up with you and send you that. I'm actually going to offer that 3 secrets to making change fun and easy checklist available to everyone who watches the masterclass replay. Let me see if I can find that link real quick while we're talking. It's a free summary that I made after the whole event. So we did the event 10 hours. It was amazing. We had all these amazing speakers, and then we did a 1-hour masterclass. I did a 1-hour masterclass. Everybody the summary version of what we learned, what we experienced. I'm trying to find that window so I can give it to you. I think, yeah, it's right here. So here it is. It's the live summary of the masterclass. And if you watch the masterclass here, you will be able to, you'll have the opportunity to give feedback at the end. And if you do give feedback, you can get the checklist for how to make change fun and easy. So I'm going to put that in the chat. Let me just see if I can get that switched over real quick. Here it is. I need to make a short, I guess I'll put it out here and I'll try to show it. Let's see there. summit.knowyourselfrevolution.com/view live event summary masterclass. It's a lot. I really need to make a short link. Let me see if I can make a short link real quick for you to make it easy for you to get to it. It is the summary version of the 10 hours. And it was really, a lot of people found it really useful because you don't have to watch the whole 10 hours and you can get the good gist. And I went through each of the speakers, and let's see, I'm going to call it MC, I think, unless I've already created one like that. Just a second. Let me see if I can share this with you. Perfect. Okay. So here it is. Thanks to technology, we can have these solutions really fast. Now, if I can just find the right window, here we go. Okay, let's try this one. This one is, I'm going to hide that. We're going to share this. So this is for the masterclass. If you want the summary version of the 10 hours, I did a 1-hour masterclass and I went through each of the speakers and shared their key messages, also shared their free gifts. And so if you would like to watch that and get a summary of what happened during that day on Tuesday about the prophecy, this is really valuable information. So kyr.life /MC for masterclass. I'm going to write that. So let's see, get the summary. I'm going to say get the summary, summary masterclass. Instead of watching all 10 hours. Now you might want to watch all 10 hours because it's amazing. It's great information. There it is. Yeah. You will probably want to upgrade to VIP and watch the details, but at least this way, if you're not sure if it's worth your time, you're not sure if it's something that you are going to be that interested in, like watch the summary while you're doing something else, and be sure to schedule time with me if you want to get a reading, or if you want to upgrade to VIP, it's just $27. So you can do that. So that's the summary masterclass instead of watching all 10 hours, kyr.life /MC for masterclass. And it's free. You don't have to do anything, you can watch it. I want you to get this information so that you're aware of what's changing and you can make the best decisions for you and your family. It's important that you know what's coming. It's important that you're not in fear. And it's important right now during eclipse season that you are conscious and intentional about your thoughts, your words, and your actions, because they will be amplified. That's also why it's important to be with like-minded people during this powerful eclipse season. And if you're interested in checking out that event in the Austin area, it's in Dripping Springs, check out kyr.life /eclipse. That's it. I am excited to share these things with you. And I'm going to share some more insights each day for the next 30 days. I will be, well, my intention is to do a live from the event. Depends on what our internet connection is like, but I'm going to try. So if you want to know anything specific about it, let me know. Private message me or put it in the chat in the forum that you're seeing. We're live streaming now to about, I think it's 6 different platforms. So I look forward to hearing your feedback if you do watch the masterclass, and if you did already become a VIP and you watched some or all of our event on Tuesday, I'd love to hear your feedback. If you give me feedback, I am creating a form, a checklist for how to make the changes fun and easy. I wrote a book. Some of you know that. It was on Amazon for a minute, and then I decided to self-publish, and I'm in the process of tweaking it and getting a foreword from one of my professional clients who has just been so instrumental in helping me put these kinds of concepts into practical use for the corporate world. So that's coming. But the checklist based on the book is what I'm willing to offer you if you're interested and you give feedback on the event, because I want to get feedback and I want to know what you think, because I want to do more events in the future and I want to bring information that's useful to you. So that's why I'm asking for feedback. If there's anything particularly you want to know about in our next event, put it in the chat, in the comments of whatever platform that you're watching on. I'll tell you this, we're thinking about doing one on intentional communities and featuring some amazing communities around the world that you could go live in if you wanted to be in community, living on site in a place with other like-minded people. If you're interested in that, put intentional community in the chat in the platform that you're watching this on, and that will be feedback for me and our team. We are looking for something to respond to, as you may understand if you're into human design. So it's like, I don't want to just initiate a topic, but I want to be in response to what people are interested in. So if you have an interest in something what's like your number one problem right now that I can help you solve, I'd love to get some speakers together, get some experts, and offer solutions, and we could do an event on it. So let me know what's your number one challenge, or if you have a topic in mind for a future event, like maybe intentional communities. I'm curious how much interest there would be in that. I have some friends all over the world that are following this intentional community idea and space for many years, and so I feel like that time is coming. Whether it's our next event or a future event, I'm uncertain. So let me know what you are interested in when you put it in the chat. I can't wait to see your feedback. Thanks again for being here, and be sure to upgrade. I'm going to put it one more time, the VIP thing, to get the interviews if you're interested in that, kyr.life/VIP. And if you are interested in that masterclass, it is free. You can get the summary version of all 10 hours when you go to kyr.life/MC for masterclass. Okay, that's it. I will see you tomorrow in another live. I want to really add value. I want to share some of these key messages, and there's so much to share. So I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks again.